Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead Man DZ's Kanji Study Sessions. We got 12 new vocabulary words from the JLPT N2 list. As always, this is a writing study practice. If you see a new word but it uses kanji we've already been over in this list, we are going to just go over the meanings of the kanji and how they make the new word. If it's a new kanji, we're going to go over the radicals that make up that kanji and how to pronounce it and what it means. And hopefully we can come up with a little story to remember how the radicals make up that kanji. I'll be going over and writing these as I go on this stream, so if you want to follow along at your own pace, head on over to YouTube. And if you want just my lists of kanji, head on over to Google Drive, where I've got all these as Word documents. Our first word of the day is ogoe. O on the left side is big, and koe on the right side transformed to goe to kind of ease that transition from o into koe. O koe sounds a little harder to say than o goe since you're already kind of sounding out that o is a large voice. Ogoe is a large voice. Ogoe. Ogoe is a large voice or a loud voice. Ogoe. Use your outside voice or your ogoe is a loud voice. Ogoe. Ogoe desu. Ogoe. Number two is a hoshin. Ho on the left side is a direction or a person, and shin on the right side is a needle. So a hoshin is a needle pointing in a direction like a magnetic needle. That is the literal translation, but colloquially means a policy, course, or action or plan. Meaning, this is kind of our magnetic needle north, and this is it's showing the way or showing the plan. So a policy, course, plan, and literally a magnetic needle is a hoshin. It's not quite literally, but it's kind of an alliteration, if you will. Hoshin. Not an alliteration. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's got that connection. Hoshin is a directional pointing needle or a policy or plan. A hoshin. Hoshin. Just like a compass needle points in a direction as your guiding line, so does a plan guide you to something. Hoshin is a policy, course, or plan, or a magnetic needle. Number three is sashi tsukae. Sashi on the left side is to point out a difference or to differentiate, and tsukae on the right side actually means to support. So how this means an hindrance or an impediment, I'm not really sure. Sasae would be the way I pronounce this, but it's actually tsukae. Sashi tsukae is a hindrance or impediment. The only thing I can think to sashi can also mean a branch. So if you want to think about it as the branch that hinders differentiation or hinders your progress, maybe sashi tsukae is pointing out the branch. Sashi tsukae. It's pointing out the branch literally, figuratively, is a hindrance or impediment. A sashi tsukae is a hindrance. Sashi tsukae. Sashi tsukae. Sashi tsukae. Number four is uchi kesu. Uchi on the left side is to shoot or to hit, and kesu on the right side is to delete or to remove. So the way I think about this is a shooting deletion. But I think of when two bullets hit each other in midair, which I know doesn't happen much. But what happens is they deny or negate each other's forces. So a negation, a denial, or a contradiction is an uchi kesu, a direct hitting to negate or remove the effect of the thing that was hit. Uchi kesu is to negate or contradict. Uchi kesu. Uchi kesu is to negate or to deny. Uchi kesu is a denial, contradiction, or negation. Uchi kesu. Uchi kesu. Shikesu. Number 5 is Junsa. Jun on the left side is our new kanji, meguru for to go around, and Jun, which is our new pronunciation. This kanji means to patrol, to go around, or a circumference, meaning a go around. Radicals in this kanji are water or a river over the radical for motion. So a moving river can kind of go. Honestly, it's much like the water cycling or cycling the globe. I'd like to think of it like that. The water is in motion, in cycle around the world, kind of thinking about the water cycle itself. And Jun Sa on the right side is to look into or to investigate. So a Jun Sa is a person that goes around and investigates things like a police officer, a policeman, or a constable. I'm thinking about the constables in old-timey London that went on their routes and investigated whatever they saw. So a police officer is a Junsa, is a person who goes around and investigates. Meguru or Jun is our new kanji with the river moving through the water cycle in a circular motion. Jun or Meguru is to go around or a circumference. Jun or Meguru. Jun or Meguru is to go around or a circumference. Jun or Meguru is to go around or a circumference. Jun or Meguru. Jun or Meguru. And Jun Sa is to go around and investigate, much like a police officer would. Jun Sa is a police officer or a constable. Number 6 is mu. U on the left side is to have or to exist, and mu on the right side is nothingness or non-existence. So mu together literally means existence or non-existence, consent or refusal. Mu is existence or non-existence, consent or refusal. Yes or no. Mu is existence, non-existence, consent or refusal. Mu. Consent or non-consent, existence or non-existence. Number 7 is sui hei sen. Sui on the left side is water, hei in the center is equality, and sen on the right side is a line. So the sui hei sen is the line of water that is equal or level on the horizon. A horizon, 4 bodies of water, is a sui hei sen, or the even line of water on the horizon. The sui hei sen is the even line of water on the horizon. The sui hei sen. Sui hei sen is the even or level line of water on the horizon. Sui hei sen. Dictionary says this is specifically used on bodies of water, so I'm not sure if you can refer to a normal land horizon. Like the land horizon might be a chihei sen, like the horizon of level Earth. But in Japan, they don't have many of those, so I wouldn't be surprised if they use sui hei sen for a flat one and chihei sen for the horizon if it's kind of uneven. Sui hei sen is the horizon of water. Number 8 is tai kei. Tai on the left side is a body, and kei on the right side is our new kanji for a lineage or a system. So a body of something, and its system, a system of a body, is an organization system or architecture. I like architecture for this one. but not in the kind of building sense. The only problem with using architecture, though it probably is closest to the meaning, is that in English we also have architecture meaning like specifically the design of buildings, which I don't really want to use. Pronounced K. K is made up of two radicals with the katakana for no on the top, and underneath we have our radical for a thread or a line. So a lineage is specifically a line dangling off of no or a system. K, Tai or K. Not sure I'm going to be able to think of a story for you with this one, but K is a line, uses the line radical and means a lineage or system. K is a lineage or a system. K. K is a lineage or a system. K is a lineage or a system. K is a lineage or a system. K. K is a lineage or a system. K. And a Tai K is the system of a body or an organization. Tai K is organization, system, or architecture, a body's makeup or system. Number 9 is ome. O on the left side means numerous or a lot of, and me on the right side is probably an I. It probably uses the kanji for I if you're not using hiragana, though it's probably usually written with me, which means the larger site, or when you're looking at it, which side is larger, is the somewhat larger quantity or the larger portion of something. The ome is the somewhat larger quantity or the larger site than the other side. Ome is the larger quantity or larger amount. Ome. Ome is the larger quantity or larger amount. Ome. Ome desu. Ome. Number 10 is kan wa. Kan on the left side, meaning China, and that literally is what the kanji means. It's China. And wa on the right side, meaning peace or kind of tranquility, but can also mean Japan itself. So kan wa together means China and Japan. Colloquially, this is used to describe a lot of things. Kanwa could mean the Chinese and Japanese languages or the Chinese and Japanese dictionaries, but kanwa together just is literally translation China and Japan, which is all you'll need to know to get the rest in context. Kanwa is China and Japan. Kanwa is China and Japan. Kanwa. Kanwa is China and Japan. Kanwa. Kanwa is China and Japan. Kanwa. Kanwa is China and Japan. Number 11 is shidai ni. Shidai on its own means dependent on or dependent on something, and shidai ni is our adverb or adjective for gradually, in sequence, or in order. This makes sense because if you think about it, if you're doing something in sequence, each step in that sequence is dependent on the step before it. So shidai ni means kind of dependently, or going in a sequence of steps that depend on each other. Shidai ni is gradually or in sequence. Shidai ni. Shidai ni is dependently or gradually. Shidai ni. Shidai ni. Shidai ni. To do something gradually or in sequence. Shidai ni. Number 12, finally, our last kanji of our last vocabulary word of the day is nemuri, with our kanji for sleeping, nemuru or nemu. Nemuri is a sleep, a sleeping, an inactivity, or in some cases, a death. A nemuri is a sleep from the kanji for sleeping. Nemuri is a sleep or a nap, a term, a period of inactivity, or death in some cases. Nemuri. Nemuri is inactivity or death. Nemuri. Let's go back to the top. Make sure we memorize all these for right now. Make sure you make flashcards out of these. You're not going to memorize them all real quick, but just look at them when you feel like you've forgotten them and try and keep them in your mind. Make sure you're immersing yourself so you get some freebie repetition. Our first word of the day was ogoe, or a large or loud voice. Ogoe. A policy course plan or a magnetic needle is a hoshin, ho on the left side for a direction, and shin on the right for a needle. A hindrance or impediment is a sashi tsukae, sashi on the left side for a difference, and tsukae on the right for a branch. Why that makes a hindrance, I'm still not sure. Sashi tsukae is a hindrance or impediment. To deny, to contradict, to negate, or drown out is uchi kesu. To hit each other and delete each other. Uchi kesu is to negate or deny. A police officer is a junsa, or someone who goes around, jun, and investigates, sa. A junsa is a constable or a policeman. Existence or non-existence is u on the left side, meaning have, or to exist, and mu on the right, meaning non-existence or nothingness, umu. A horizon is a suihei-sen, or a water level line. Suihei-sen, a water level line, is a horizon. Suihei-sen. A system or organization and architecture is a tai on the left side for body, and kei on the right side for system. Tai-kei is a system or organization. The somewhat larger quantity of several is the ome, o on the left side for many, and me on the right side for eye or sight. So the thing that looks larger is the somewhat larger quantity, the ome. China and Japan is kanwa, kan on the left side for China, and wa on the right side for peace, tranquility, or Japan. Kanwa. Gradually, or in sequence, or in order, is shidai ni, literally dependently, as each step or in the sequence is dependent on the last. Shidai ni is sequentially. And finally, sleeping, or inactivity, is nemuri, for our kanji from sleeping or napping. Nemuri is a sleep, inactivity, or death. Thanks for watching this Monday, everybody. Is it Tuesday? Thanks for watching this Tuesday, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. どうもありがとうございました。